I noticed on the last post, you know, the issue with a lot of people was procrastination. And without getting too technical or into the definition, I do feel like procrastination is honestly caused by lack of a plan. And I've been talking to a few people over the week, and the people who are not like really driven or determined to get the work done, I'll ask them, you know, what's your plan to film content? Oh, I don't know. I just make time on Tuesday. Okay, so what's your deadline for posting your videos? Oh, I don't know. I edit, and when I finish editing, I post it. Okay. You know, what's your filming schedule? You know, what's your, you get where I'm going with this? I would say that if you have a busy life, the best place to start is just to sit down on one day a week and have a weekly plan. Let's just keep it very simple, okay? Let's keep it very simple. How many videos do you see yourself being able to? How many videos do you want to put out in a month? Just start with a number, okay? Now you must ask yourself, can you actually do that? Is that doable for you? Okay. And if you wrote the number, then the answer is probably yes. Now you need to break it down into tasks, okay? And so we all know that the most important task out of all of this is the filming, because you have to film it to edit it to publish it, right? So let's say, for example, you picked that you're going to post 4 times a month. Hopefully, I'm thinking that's weekly, right? So let's say that my goal is to drop a video every Friday. If I'm trying to drop a video every Friday, it would be most logical to me to probably do your filming on Sunday or Monday, so that you can probably get around to doing the editing Monday night or Tuesday. Wednesday the latest, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because YouTube has been doing some stuff. I don't know what it is, but it be taking me so long to get my videos posted now. And I remember the last video I made, I woke up on Sunday morning and it was done. The video was done. I had filmed the video the day prior. And on Sunday, all I was supposed to do was bada bing, bada boom. I was supposed to get up and do my thing, hit the little keywords, finish the thumbnail, all of that. Why I get up at 10 o'clock and couldn't get the video uploaded till like 2 or 3 p.m. Why? It's beyond me. I was running into issues with Final Cut. I was running into issues with Canva. I was running into issues with YouTube. And when I finally finished, it was 2 going on 3 p.m. and I was so tight. So your girl was tired, but you can't let that happen, because you will run into issues, and that rush thing, like, it doesn't really work for me. I do not like filming and editing on the same day and uploading. It's cringe. I was rushing around and trying to film. I was rushing around and trying to edit. I was rushing around and trying to post. I don't like editing and filming in the same week. So that is another thing. I filmed it on Saturday, and then I watched it and reviewed it and edited it Saturday afternoon to the evening time. And then I put it out on Sunday. I was sweating, I was annoyed, and that's not really a good plan. So if you're a content creator and your goal is to put 1 video out a week for the rest of Vlogmas, then fine, do 1 good video, but try to disperse your tasks according to your schedule. What's going to work? If you got to get up early to do the editing while the kids are asleep, while your husband, boyfriend is asleep, while your girlfriend's asleep, while the dog is asleep, whatever you got to do to get it done, where you can find that alone and private time to take care of those tasks, and that is what you must do. For a lot of us, another question was filming. You know, how do you film when other people are home? I ain't gonna hold you. I try not to. I be doing a lot of crazy stuff and antics behind the scenes, and I just need that space to myself to create. Now, can I do it? Yes, I've done it. If you guys have watched the day in the life vlogs, you've heard my boyfriend talking in the background. I've talked to the kids in the background with my YouTube videos, but I try to stay focused. Like, I'll try to record and I'll hear the kids giggling in the room at times. I'm like, what y'all laughing at? And they're like, we're not laughing at you. And I'm like, okay, so what y'all laughing at? But, and it's stupid. Like, I know you're like, why do you care about a little kid's opinion or what your boyfriend says? It's not about what anybody says. It's just so when I'm by myself, I get the ability to wild out a little, you know, like do all the things that I feel like I need to loosen up for the camera, you know? Having a good plan is something that's going to help you. And then when you have your plan, breaking it down into tasks, instead of thinking you're going to film, edit, upload in a day or two, which is fine, to each is their own. If you want to do that, we all have different time on our hands. My schedule don't work for me to do that. Now, if I'm getting paid to do it, your girl could probably pump out the content a lot faster, but on my own time span and with the other things that I do during the week, and working with other people and having a full-time job, I tend to aim for once a week now. I don't feel like I'm going crazy. I don't feel like I'm killing myself with this schedule. And so that's what I'm going to stick to. Setting a deadline is very important. Please don't be out here lying to yourself, because if you don't set a deadline, it usually don't get done. Like most of the people that I talk to that don't get anything done, they don't have a deadline. I always have a deadline. I try to drop videos no later than Tuesday now. That is my new schedule. But even that, you see that no later than Tuesday, that's not cute, because that gives me too much wiggle room for BS, because it could be Sunday, it could be Monday, it could be Tuesday. So lately, since I've been doing once a week, I haven't had a schedule and I don't like it. It's very chaotic for me. So I'm going to start to set a deadline of what day I want to post. Set your deadlines, make sure you stick to them, hold yourself accountable. The only deadlines that you hold yourself accountable shouldn't just be work deadlines. And a lot of people, they do that. And I asked them, you know, why do you finish your tasks at work? Because I have to. Why do you finish your tasks at work? Because I have a boss. Okay, well, if you're here to really grow your channel the way that you say that you want to, you are your boss, you know, and you want to show up for yourself and you want to show up for your audience. You want to adhere to that deadline because it's going to build, you know, really good habits. It's going to make you say to yourself, you know, well, I have to do my video. And in the beginning of my YouTube phases, people were like, well, why do you have to? It's just YouTube. It's not like you're getting paid. Excuse me. I'm always going to show up for myself. Me showing up for myself is the most important show up that I can do. So have a deadline and stick to your deadline. If you need to move the deadline around, ask yourself, why am I really moving this? Am I moving this because I'm lazy? Am I moving this because I didn't properly plan? And it should try to make sure it's actually a good reason. Like, I don't just move my stuff around because I want to watch TV. I don't just move my stuff around because somebody called me. And so I say all that to say that setting deadlines also boils down to discipline. Do you have the discipline to stick to your time frames? I think that's very important on this YouTube journey, because you can't just show up when you want. Like, you can, if you got it like that, if you got that rapport with your audience, you that person, you the ish, then fine. But if you don't have like a big audience, and that's why I curate my stuff to small creators, you have to put the work in and show up. Your few people that are showing up to watch you, they actually be looking for you. Like, I had a lady in the comments that's so sweet, and she was like, I was looking for you and I didn't see you. And it's funny because those previous weeks I was dropping twice a week, and I dropped off to once a week, and I almost missed that deadline for the week. And I was like, oh, no. We're going to get the weekly video out. So please set deadlines for yourself. So if you said that you were going to post weekly, what's your deadline to film? What's your deadline to edit? What's your deadline to post the video? Setting goals. So if you guys have noticed, these tips are not in any particular order. Setting a goal. What is your goal? I want to grow my channel. I want to post more consistently. I want to create better quality projects. I want to get to XYZ by this month. And the thing is, where I think we go wrong with our mindset and our mentality with goals is that we feel like if we didn't hit that exact mark, we didn't accomplish a goal. And that's not true. Just me setting the goal alone is going to push me further to actually doing the 31 videos as opposed to not setting a goal. If my goal is I'm going to post for Vlogmas, cool. I'll probably post one video for Vlogmas for the whole month of December. No, you have to be specific about your goals. I want to post 31 videos for the month of December. I want to post every day for Vlogmas, if that makes sense. And what happens is when I fall short, it's a good fall short. I fall short, but I might have posted 25. That's great for me. Now, the way that I am, eventually I need to hit that number that I said that I want to hit, because I like to push myself to do what I said. But I believe that setting a goal will get you way further and closer to progress than setting no goal at all. So what are your goals for Vlogmas? What are your goals for your small channel if you don't plan to do Vlogmas? What do you expect to see for yourself? You have to think about all of those things before you get started. It does help. I literally put myself on a timer. I will put the 1 hour timer on and I challenge myself. For 1 hour, I am locked into the goal of the day. 1 hour, right? So I might be working on editing, or at least 1 hour of filming, or at least 1 hour of whatever the task is, titles and thumbnails. Then if I really don't have the attention span, or I really so-called have something else to do, I will get up and I will go work on the other stuff, right? And guess what? Most of the time I find that I have more time than I actually said that I had. I'll end up sitting there for another 2 hours at least, I would say, and working on my projects or my important tasks. Like right now, I'm working on building my brand. So I have a list of tasks that have to get accomplished. So every day I spend 1 hour at least trying to work through the task, learning the new function that's related to the task, or doing the task, executing it if I actually know how to do it, and just crossing it off my list. Tell me why. And I believe October, it was in November, I had started with a list of like 30 tasks. I'm down to like 5. And that's just from putting in the hour, just putting in the hour. And I used to hear that and they were like, an hour a day. And I was like, they lying, right? They lying. But the hour a day makes a huge difference. If you don't have an hour for yourself, this journey may be extremely complicated for you. And I do understand why some of us may not. With all the things that I've been involved with, from client work to volunteering to full-time job to soccer on Saturday with the kids, just different things. I can squeeze myself out an hour because it's something that I really, really, really want. And I hate to say this, because I spoke to a lady yesterday and she said to me, well, what if I don't have an hour? Everybody doesn't have time to just sit in front of the camera and talk. Okay. Well, then you have to find the time if this is something that you really want to do. Nobody can make you have time. You have to find the time. That's the only way that it's going to get done. I can sit here for hours and talk about XYZ for YouTube and come up with a sample plan and that you can copy and paste. But if that's not the time that you have on your, schedule, you just won't have it. And it's funny how ironic it is. A lot of us say we don't have the time, but then we scramble and we end up rushing to do things. And the time was always there. We just ended up rushing through it to use it instead of using it properly. So if you have to get up an hour early before work, if you have to stay up late, all those videos that I pushed out when it was dropping twice a week, the nobody's watching the video, the editing one, all of those videos, I was up to 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning doing those videos. At that time, my schedule was 9 a.m. and I wasn't waking up till about 7. I wanted to make time to go to the gym. I gotta eat. So I was staying up. I would get off of work. I would work 8 hours. Actually, I believe I worked 9 hours, 8 hours and a half. I would get off of work. I would eat. I would watch TV for a little bit. And when everybody was close to sleep or falling asleep, I go edit. And I'd be up to 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. When I couldn't take it no more, my eyes felt like somebody threw sand in them, I went to sleep. I would get up around 6 or 7 and continue editing if I had to. If I didn't and I took a break, guess what I was doing when I got off of work? And that's how I got it done. If you binge watch a whole Netflix series, the time was there. Nobody's saying don't make time for yourself. Self-care is the best care, the most important care. If you running on empty, you can't really do much. But it's really about prioritizing and asking yourself, how bad do you really want this? And what are you willing to cut out of your schedule to do it? And I sacrifice a lot of my personal time or downtime. People be like, you just in the house and you doing nothing. And I'm like, you in the house doing nothing. I spend my weekend working on my stuff, building my brand, learning new things that's going to grow my projects. You're doing nothing. I'm doing something. It might not be the thing that's for you, but it's the thing that's for me. And I make that sacrifice every so often to get my stuff done. And I look back at it and I have zero regrets. The things that I've learned and I've taught myself are invaluable. The progress that I've made over the course of the few weeks that I've locked in and ignored the critics and the commentary has been awesome. I've created without any fear. I've set out to do the things that I said I want to do. I feel awesome. I feel like I won a damn award because I said I wanted to do something and I did it. I don't think you guys really understand the power behind that, the importance of that, for showing up for yourself. Like, I was talking to a very nice lady that I've met on YouTube, and we've been conversing back and forth over the past few weeks. And what I admired during the call is that when she wants to get something done, she really, really wants to get it done. And she will get it done. She'll get up early, she'll work on it, she'll stay up late and try to get it done. And I'm not saying sacrifice your sleep or your sanity or anything, but I'm saying if you're going to work hard, why not work hard for yourself? You know, if you set out to do something, why not finish it? Why be lackluster about something that you say that you want? You know, I do feel like at the end of the day, it's a very rewarding experience to get your audience and have engagement on YouTube. I would not trade the sacrifice and the time that I spent to find you guys. I don't care what anybody thinks about my lifestyle. So I hope that you guys will take these tips for content creators serious. I hope that you guys will start at this most basic level. Do not overwhelm yourself. Come up with a plan, set some goals, set some deadlines, time your tasks, do the tasks, and change your mindset towards your time. Change your mindset about saying that you don't have time and find the time. Also, be sure to read my time management tips for content creators blog. It's a part of my monthly newsletter. I'll try to remember to link it or pin it in the comments. Yeah, but please read that. I am so excited to do my first Vlogmas video, and I will see you guys all next time.